We are super excited here at Maumee Bay. This is pretty much a historic event. This is the first time we've had piping plovers nest in Ohio in over 83 years.
To have something like this happen is not only unique in this region, it's also something that's so exciting, and we have people from all over the world still coming to just see these birds right now.
The parents, the male and female, both have names. We actually know where they came from based on they have really fun jewelry all along their legs. They're all banded. And the bands tell us where they're from and who their parents were, essentially. The male's name is Nish. He was hatched last year out of Chicago. And the female's name is Nellie, and she was hatched out of Pennsylvania last year as well. So we have two 2020 babies met in the middle here at Maumee Bay State Park.
So it was local birders that discovered the birds on the beach, and a lot of birders came to see it because piping plover is a rare bird, even in migration. But as soon as we started to see, and it was local birders again that identified, wait, these birds are doing something that looks like courtship, then we started to marshal a lot of resources around protecting the birds.
The eggs have hatched and the chicks are mobile, and so the adults are basically taking them around the area and showing them what and how to eat.
So we're looking through the rest of July. We're going to see what looks like a construction zone, but it's a plover zone. So we want to make sure their nest is as successful as it can be. Intrusion is a big issue. They are ground nesters, so they face a lot of potential predators and a lot of issues that some of the birds that maybe would nest in trees that wouldn't encounter.
When the Division of Wildlife reached out to us to say, could Black Swamp coordinate the volunteer effort, I asked for the expectations, sat down with my staff, and it was a unanimous decision. We knew we were the right organization to coordinate this huge effort, an intensive effort to protect these birds. We went from watching a stationary nest of 4 eggs to watching 4 tiny little birds scurrying all over the beach. So our role now shifts a little bit. We're still collecting data, but now we've become more like piping plover shepherds, if you will, where our volunteers will be mobile, following the birds around, tracking their movement, collecting data, but also protecting them from being attacked, injured, stepped on. It's sort of like everything in the world wants to eat these little things, so we'll be protecting them too.
The chicks just hatched, and we do want to maintain a more quiet space, so think more of library voices when you're visiting, especially for these critical next few weeks. The adults are about sparrow size, so they're not very big at all, so they're going to be a little bit difficult to see. They have excellent camouflage because, again, they forage on the ground, they nest on the ground, they got to blend in to prevent themselves from being eaten by predators. We do recommend, if you want to see these birds, bring binoculars.
They will nest in the Great Lakes area, and then they will winter along the Gulf Coast. The adults that are here breeding, they actually overwintered in Florida. The male and the female were about 5 miles apart.
They are snowbirds in the sense that they're going to go down towards the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. That's where they're going to spend their winter, and they usually start about August. I'm pretty positive there's going to probably be a naming contest for the chicks. So we have 4 names that we start thinking of names of what you want these babies to be named.